Well, I finally found time to watch Cocaine Bear. Now, I was somewhat excited about the film when I saw the trailer, which is great. It's hilarious. And then I heard people say, well, the movie's not as good as the trailer is. And after seeing it, that's pretty much true. I think I enjoyed it more than I would have thought based on some people. There's a lot of funny stuff in it. There's some, funny characters for the most part, but, some of that gets to be kind of predictable here, but it's still funny. It is interesting because I knew the story that it's based on a true story, and they use footage from the time that this happened. Basically, I don't know about how the plane went down, but they show the guy that's trafficking the coke and has to dump it all and try to pick it up later. He bails out. I don't think that's exactly how it went. I think his chute just didn't work, and he died. He hit the ground, I think literally in someone's driveway. And was found with some coke on him, weapons and all this. Yeah, well, we got a trafficker here and all that stuff. And then they realized that the plane went down, but there must have been coke all over the forest, and this was true. There was. And of course, a bear found it and got into the cocaine and consumed just about all of it and then died. And they did an autopsy on it, and it basically his heart exploded and all this, and strokes galore in his brain. I mean, he just couldn't stop consuming the coke. Or she, I guess, because it's a female bear in this movie. Maybe it was a female bear there too. I don't know, but that's it. And then eventually people found the remnants of, and that sort of thing. But it was this crazy little event like that. But that was it. So someone decided, hey, what if the bear went on a rampage? And of course, yeah, it's funny and it works in a lot of ways and all of that. But it just doesn't measure up to what the trailer suggests. And that's usually the case with these things. You usually see the best scenes in the trailer. And there's a few more, but really, you pretty much, of course, the chasing the ambulance and jumping. It's still, yeah, it's pretty good. And so there's some pretty good gags in it and everything. But by the time you get to the end, it kind of fizzles. Not horribly. I'm not mad at it, gee, I wasted my time. It got really stupid. The whole concept is stupid. So it doesn't matter. But when it ended, and I was like, okay, good. But still, there was a lot to it. The bear, of course, steals the show. Not surprising. Even though it's not real, it's basically a cartoon bear. But still, just, and then when it sniffs, the coke goes running for it. But that's the totality of it. And it's just more of sight gags here and there, of these horrific deaths of characters that are, there's the criminals and you don't really care about them, though most of them survive. The main mobster, Ray Liotta's final performance. Yeah, his character doesn't make it either. But other people were just these goofy, stupid people. There was this guy that this old park ranger lady was infatuated with, and it's blatantly obvious the guy's gay. And he's like a big nature freak, and it kind of reminded me of the attitude the Grizzly Man had, who, if you remember that gruesome movie, and sure, it's terrible what happens to him, but ultimately what happened in that case, he made his girlfriend go out with him, which violated the guy's rules about people inexperienced with bears shouldn't be in contact with them. And yet he made her go out on one of his hiking trips to be with the bears. And well, what happens? The bear kills them all. but just that overall attitude he had, an obsession with nature and whatnot. I don't know if that's what they were thinking with this guy, but and yet, well, doesn't end well for him either. And how that happens, and the ultimate end, his parts fall down on the ground. Yeah, sure, it's horrible, but goddamn, is it hilarious? So, anyway, yes, the bear steals the show. Great performance by the bear. Even her cubs do a pretty good job. And that's about it. There's really not much else to it. It was just for fun, and that's the best thing about it. And you need a little more of that. But that's all you can say. And when it's like the trailers are interesting. Sometimes this happens, especially the worst of all would be like the trailer to The Last Jedi. I mean, it's a great trailer. Oh man, this looks like an awesome movie. It's not. In the case of Cocaine Bear, it's not lying to you. It's giving you basically what it is. The trailer in and of itself is, you're done. It's good. Can you make that into a whole movie? They really couldn't. They do okay, but it never reaches the heights that trailer delivered once you get into it. And so it's not a lying trailer. And sometimes the trailer can be really good, and then you see the movie. But in this case, it wasn't lying, but it was still better than the movie itself. Other trailers are really bad. They're terrible, and they lead people astray. And turns out later on, you might see the movie on streaming or what have you. Think, well, damn, that was pretty good. Well, the marketing was terrible, and that can happen. In this case, the trailer was so damn good. I think, it did some good numbers for the film. But again, it didn't really match what the trailer achieved, I don't think. So there you go, Cocaine Bear. I don't think there'll be a sequel. I think there's already Cocaine Shark, but anyway, it was fun. It's not a waste of time to watch it, just for fun. And in the end, that's good enough.